I trust this will suffice.
God smiles upon the generous.
Oh, away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar!
Wow.
A land grotesque as its people. You dreamt of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one.
Oh.
That dream died long ago. You should have done the same.
Wow.
Your kingdom will perish alongside you.
Wow. Wow.
By my hand.
I cannot fathom it. His Majesty killed in his own bed.
The blooms upon the prince's grave had yet to wilt. Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal magic?
Thus vulnerable, an invasion might undo us.
From within or without, the state hangs on a precipice. It may even come to civil war.
In dark times, we must stand together.
Your Eminence!
Who could do this? Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close. And yet,
His Majesty's arcane power could deflect near any blade. With all the royal bloodline's magic, who could harm him at all?
shadows stir in the castle just as they did with the prince. What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity? Huh?
Luis.
Oh God, his name's Luis.
The prince was taken too soon. And only a king may wield the royal scepter, the very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war. One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
Well, yeah, welcome to the start of my next Let's Play, I guess. I guess I wasn't expecting it to start like that. I don't know what I was expecting, though. Or why I should have expected anything less. Sojima, Meguro, and Hashino, the three faces of the modern Persona games. Teamed up to create another new Atlas IP. All right. All right. For ReFantazio. We already had a save game loaded, but that was me just testing this out.
Who's there?
Didn't go very far.
I can feel you watching me from a place beyond my sight. Whoever you are, please tell me. Does our world pique your interest? Pardon my curiosity, but would you tell me your name? That is to say, tell me who you really are. The one who meets my eyes across a strange threshold.
Yeah, no problem. Who are you as your guys' protagonist? That's an interesting way to look at it.
Ah, a most unusual name. One I've never heard in our world. Which suggests to me you might reside in a world beyond ours. It is a curious thing that in your eyes, my entire world is but the dawn of a story yet untold. Or to put it another way, this is a fantasy. But can it truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you? If indeed you wish to cross to our world for a time, I would first ask that you indulge one question. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation?
Not always.
More than wishful thinking, more than fiction.
This is a very
Affecting the reality.
Danganronpa V3 type of argument, but
Confess, my own answer still eludes me. But
yeah, our fiction definitely does affect our reality because of how real people react to what we write as fiction. There's too many examples that can really bother getting into.
Thus change come, and thus is fantasy forged into a new reality. Perhaps the story about to unfold before you will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself, so let this tale begin.
Yeah, we're not really gonna. It's a new whole thing, and yeah, not really interested in like making this hardware something it needs to be. It's a new game. I just want to enjoy it at my own pace.
Looks like we're in the clear. The capital's just through this desert.
Is it true then? The king is dead? Aye, and the guards are more concerned with the funeral than keeping the roads safe. So now the monsters are roaming in broad daylight. No soldiers to stop them.
Monsters, huh? I've certainly been hearing the stories.
To say nothing of the vacant throne. There's a storm coming. Mark my words. That much is certain.
What's the problem?
They're bandits!
Come on, let's see some respect for the militia! Us folk, we're commoners! No crown or church will save us!
But Lord Luis will save us one and all. All we ask is a little tribute. You're with us or against us? And if you're against us...
An igniter? How'd they get one of those?
Come on, hey, keep it moving up! Next one! Huh? Look at you. What have we got here? He's an elder. So he is. No horns, no knife is. Every gremlin like you. What you got in the capital? Oh, what's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy.
Hey, it's the book he's reading on the box art. Don't take the book he's reading on the box art.
Hold it.
Damn.
Should have listened to us, chum. Now fall in line. Unless you want to get stuck like us.
Oh, now you're gonna get it.
You drew steel. I take it you are prepared to die by it.
Stand aside!
Ugh, this place already feels like a death trap. You hear all that stuff about Lord Louis saving us? Hey, you okay? You still got all your limbs attached?
Oh. Where have I seen this before? I know I played a game that let you stop in order to read the Magic Dictionary. It just escapes me right now because I'm doing this. Let's play. Rebirth. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth also had the same feature, right? A tool that acts as a conduit for magic power, without which people cannot perform magic. To own or use them, one must obtain a permit for the game by passing a test. Whew, sorry about that yawn. With some exceptions, such as those serving in the state army. Igniters can be costly depending on power specifications, and purchasing them is akin to buying land or housing. Since it's so great, buying more than one igniter would be difficult even with the entire lifetime income of the average commoner. To prevent accidents of crime, the Crown, Theocracy, and the Magic Association have exclusive production rights of igniters. Unauthorized production is a serious offense. Having the can't the user's skill, that can also be slightly impacted by the capabilities of the igniter itself. While using igniter, well, sedentary poses a little problem. Activating igniter while moving is difficult and is thus advised to use them cautiously. Okay, so this is why the game has turn-based combat. Often called runners as shorthand, a general term for magic-powered semi-automatic vehicles designed for traversing the wastelands that you're overcoming or circumventing wildlife threats and magical phenomena. Traveling the wilds on foot or even in light armed carriage has historically been incredibly dangerous, making any long-distance trips a life-threatening risk. However, as cities and countries grew, so too did demand for resources, many of which required transport in large quantities. The Gauntlet Runners filled the niche of an armed, sturdy vehicle that could help with transport and land development. There's smaller runners, roughly the size of an armed carriage, with a simple deck addition. With more common sea models walk on legs for an internal living area compared to old Monatas. Legs were common in design and wheels part because of their versatility on difficult terrain, but more so because adopting no range, the skeletons large monsters as it is more cost effective and stronger than artificially creating all the components necessary. Alright. Oh boy.
Well, at least they didn't figure out our mission. Definitely could have gone worse.
Are you alright?
And there we go.
Sounds of it, you're about the same. You do know that if anyone finds out who we really are, it's all over, right? The mission's more important than either of our lives. If we screw this up, there's no going back.
He speaks. Tradia Desert.
Think we'll make it?
Basic controls. R2 and moving to dash. Circle to dodge. Yes. Alright. Action performing and corresponding close bomb. Alright.
Let's go. Stop! Watch out!
LTU space site.
Okay. Stay vigilant. These ones aren't messing around. They look pretty tough. Careful now. Strong ones ahead. We gotta be careful.
Okay.
Look! Just checking, but you do remember what we're here to do, right?
Right. What am I doing again?
Oh, I don't know. The mission that's more important than our own lives? First, we get to the royal capital and get you enlisted as a guardsman at the army's recruitment center. This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs or we die. And if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. So we've got to see this mission through. Come on. We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves together and get back on the road. You know what they say. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I mean, fairies say that at least. I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right?
Fair.
Right.
It's as though music's playing directly in my mind.
Music was the first magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road a little easier.
Oh, that's so cool. When there's a reason to hear the soundtrack in the fight.
Look! Over there!
Oh, man.
Let's go. Is that a set? Hurry! They found us! Get ready, everyone! I don't like this.
The hell is this?
If it's useful, I say grab it. Not good! Run for it!
This land of 8 tribes and 3 nations, all blessed by the power of magic. The United Kingdom of Uchronia. The year is 785. Uchronia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes. Disparities tear them apart, and no mortal mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built.
Oh, man. I don't know if it'll handle it well, honestly. But yeah, this seems...
Fantasy. May this faded world be painted anew.
Oh, great seeker, better fantasy empowered. Hear my wish and come forth from that epoch glory to grant me.
Whoa, just look!
Whoa.
Get on with it, then! Drop the dog! Hang him dead! Please! I've done nothing wrong! Lying dog! Don't try to deny it! You trample the law for the fun of it!
Let it be known, for misuse of an igniter, you will hang by the neck until dead.
Also, you have committed the crime of being born with dog ears.
There's no way that crowd was going to listen to anything a Paribus said.
Such a shame.
Might you spare some coin? Bless you. Oh,
Careful!
hurry.
Don't you have any street smarts? Come on, kid. Look, we're not tourists here. We've gotta stay focused.
Right.
You noticed back on the wagon? You might be the only elder here, in the whole city even.
All right.
The capital's incredible. Just look at all the different tribes. You never see this kind of diversity out in the countryside. Not that it's very balanced. I see more Plamars and Roussants than anyone else. Which means a dopey Elda kid's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Try to keep your head down, okay?
Hey, did you hear what they're saying about His Majesty? They say it wasn't illness at all. I heard it was foul play, assassination.
Oh, for some reason, I'm getting Dragon's Dogma vibes.
Just like the prince, isn't it?
I don't know why.
He was attacked in the dead of night. A war of succession is coming, I tell you.
Sounds like monsters have been prowling the countryside. They're sending the guard out to deal with them. The army's really gone to hell. It's a far cry from when we had Count Luis at the helm, I'll tell you that much. Hard to see how the nation can come back from this. We'd not have to ask if the prince was still alive.
The king dead, his son stricken. Are there none left to bear the weight of the crown?
We've done all in our power, but not even the kingdom's best, the saint, could purify this affliction.
Over 10 years he has languished under this curse. How much longer can his body hold out? No doubt His Highness would protest. But since he cannot, we have no choice. For the man who cursed His Highness and murdered our king, there can be no mercy. I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you can.
So our protagonist works for the royal family. All right.
Hey, are you listening? Well, I guess I can't blame you for feeling nostalgic. You and the prince were pretty close. Anyway, getting to the capital was only the beginning. Now comes the real high-stakes part. You gotta go get enlisted, so you can meet up with our operative. Remember, nobody here knows who we are. Nobody here knows the prince might still have a claim to the throne. That means if we get busted, that's it. Nobody's gonna save us. Step 1. That means if we get busted, remember, nobody here knows who we are. Nobody figure out where the recruitment center is. Shouldn't be too hard, considering the need for soldiers.
Man, this runs so nicely on my PC. R1 to open the local map. Unsure what to do. Pressing triangle. All right.
Whatever will I do?
Yeah. Yeah. Save complete. Everything works.
Whatever will I do?
Oh, toggle. Oh, it's a toggle. Shady woman. Are you important? Oh no.
Oh, come off it.
That. Sanctism teaches the Elder are evil tribe. Well, that's
Stop! What do you think you're playing at?
yeah.
Whatever will I do?
I like this. And they're just noticing me. You also look like you'll be important.
So you?
Fabulous. Appreciate the advice. Alright.
Simply amazing.
Grand Cathedral.
And what is it?
Monotheistic religion devoted to the worship of one God, the Almighty. The religion of the majority across the United Kingdoms is Sanctors preach that uttering the phrase Closere, for one's heart will reach God, means salvation. It is a state religion, and Sanctist hierarchy is deeply intertwined with the kingdom's politics. But not the obviously is all part. Alright. Magic is a general term that consumes power to cause phenomena that bend the laws of nature. It has a wide range of applications from modest use to daily life, destructive power, and war. However, as magic igniters which require a state permit for ownership and use, or require people to use magic, many cannot wield it. A usual variety that causes the listener to become aware of their state of mind through the form of sound and music. Modest form of magic, the utility, is scared the meaningless trifling scale. Rarely used. Man, you people have, like, no artistic expression.
This place.
Alright. Magic shop. Right.
Look at that. The new model's out now. I could be out there slinging spells like a master if I had one of those.
I guess that's the big city for you. Everyone and their mother has a magic igniter. So many different types, too.
Now I want one.
Now I want one for myself.
Yeah, until you see the price tag. Can't imagine what it's like having to wave around some shiny stick to use magic. Me? I can whip out magic anytime I like. And I can even see the Magla in the air. Though, I'm not exactly an archmage.
Wonders never cease. A fairy and an elder.
Oh, we just talked to you.
Are you new to our fair city? Well, I suggest you keep a low profile. Trust me when I say you don't want to catch the eyes of the lords and ladies. Ah, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I run this humble shop. Are you in the market for an igniter? Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal scepter and would make the perfect souvenir.
The royal scepter?
The royal scepter?
You've really never heard of it. Wow. Where do I even start?
Oh, man.
A symbol and instrument of the crown's sovereignty. Passed down through generations. If you believe the legends, it houses incredible magic. World-shattering power. More practically, you might call it the world's most potent magic igniter. And in the king's hands, it was enough of a deterrent to stave off invasion.
Now he's dead. With no living heir either.
Tragic, isn't it?
There are we.
Kingly magic is of little use without a king. You picked a bad time to visit, boy. I don't know why you're here, but there's trouble brewing.
I'll keep that in mind.
Keep that in mind.
A word of
Oh, I only have to say anything. It will just reply.
Survival is your own responsibility.
Well, that was unnecessarily ominous. She has a point, though. We'll need to be careful. Anyway, we don't have time to hang around chatting with the locals. We've got a recruitment office to find.
Alright.
Let's head there.
Give it a thought, I say. Who else could it be?
Hiding your tribe's gonna make it worse.
All right.
Alright. Okay. But you know, this really is a new frontier for Atlas, because we've never had a city we could walk around in to this degree. Even Persona 5 didn't let us do this much.
That must be the recruitment center. I'll let you take it from here. It should be pretty straightforward. Oh, and if they start asking questions, just be as honest as you can. Lying will only make us more suspicious. So long as you don't compromise the mission, you're fine. Good luck in there. Knock 'em dead. Okay, you got this.
A blue blood, are you? The army's no place for velvet-swaddled lordlings. Why are you here? Perhaps your noble family collapsed under its own weight. Is that it?
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's worth. I'm looking to enlist. Is that enough for you or not?
Yeah, I already know he's gonna be a party member. From the demo.
Welcome to the Guard, where it'll be your privilege to die screaming and bloody in service of your country. But mark my words, war will turn your arrogance to piss. When your corpse is plucked from the mud, do try to look patriotic.
Rousing words, Captain. You think threats will buy loyalty? No wonder nobody respects the Guard anymore. But I'm here now, so perhaps the kingdom isn't a lost cause.
Oh, hey. Look at that personality.
Learn your place.
Don't. The healers have enough on their plates already.
Be gone, and be thankful you're still in one piece. All right, next. Hurry it up. An elder? I thought your kind was long gone. Age 18. An orphan, too. The army can always use more of those. So, what brings you to enlist?
I need the money.
Pragmatic, if nothing else. But I suppose a vagrant like you could use the work. So, what can you bring to our beloved corps? Any skills to speak of?
I can take a lot of punishment.
Really now? I'd not have guessed. Sounds like an invitation to me. Right, last order of business. Make your mark or sign your name if you're actually literate.
The name of the story is Protagonist. There's a really good name I already had for right. Alright. You like the son. Okay. You look like the son of Aegis and Makoto for Persona 3, so yeah. And opener.
You know your letters, do you? We'll get some use out of you yet. All right, lad. Welcome to the Guard.
Yes!
I'm sure you heard about the monster sighting, so stay sharp out there. We're short-handed as it is, so be a good lad and try not to get killed on your first deployment. You can pick up your kit at reception. Standard issue guardsman armor and igniter. Kingdom property. So if you break it, it's coming out of your commission. On your way now. Up to. Next.
Okie dokie. You offer provisions. Listing as well? The line starts behind me, so. Are you really a noble?
Well.
Alright. Join the queue. Alright.
I heard they get sightings.
What? Of those huge monsters? You think that's why we're low on soldiers? Wish they'd have told us that. What did they call them? Something like,
And this.
Next.
Wait, what? Oh.
Wait. No. You don't look like the others. Surely not. An elder? It's the first of your kind I've seen.
Move it. There's a priority around here. We're arming squires and children with igniters now. Waste of good gear. It's better off in my hands. Give it here.
brute force and crude insults. The world is yours for the taking.
Care
A little
to
bit
say
there.
that again, boy?
And
We all have our reasons to enlist.
please, yeah.
Now get back in line.
Oh, another high and mighty Clamar,
What?
is it? You think your pretty words will measure up to pure Rousseau strength?
Oh, forget the tribes. This is a matter of pride. Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on, no fighting.
Incarnation.
Sorry for making a scene. You all right?
All right. Yeah, that was terrifying, honestly.
Don't let him get That's all people like
wow.
you want anyway. Well, see you around. Try not to die out there.
Don't make my job any harder, please. Here, your igniter. These days, most come with their own magna crystals. So with practice, anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyway. It's not the sort of thing you can master in a day. For now, newbies like you best focus on surviving.
Okay. So it's not always a magic wand.
Protect it with your life.
Wow, that's a real map. It's dangerous to even chart the wilds, but this is full of details. Only the military could pull this together.
Listen up, striplings. My name is Captain Klinger, and as of this moment, you miserable lot are under my command.
Oh, this guy looks so much like Gordez. Or Gordolf, even.
But if you think you're on cushy security detail, think again. First, you will be deployed to a fortress at the northern border, where you will be trained into true guards. Our veterans there will teach you the one thing you need to master if you're to survive. Pain.
Perfect. That's exactly where our contacts hold up.
Enjoy tonight's sleep.
Are you sure? Not really. I'm just kind of lost.
at all the other recruits. They really are desperate for new blood. Oh, right. I know you don't know what our contact looks like yet, but he'll know you by your sword. He'll also know right away why we've come. And don't worry, I'll recognize him. Well, the charming captain is probably right. We should get some rest before tomorrow. Hey. You awake?
Are we still hearing music while we're sleeping?
Yeah, I'm awake.
Sorry to bug you. Look, I just have a lot on my mind. Can't seem to fall asleep. I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but still. When you hear and see all this prejudice out in the open, it's a lot. You okay?
I wonder what it says that Atlas felt like the need to go with a fantasy setting in order to handle, like, systemic racism and all.
It never gets easier.
Yeah, I could tell. Try to put it behind you, okay?
I don't know.
Saying it's the lesser tribe's fault that the monsters are showing up at all? These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
I'd rather not think about it.
Oh.
Wow, that's amazing.
I'll drop it.
I don't know, I guess the biggest
He cared more about who
problem this could cause is that it might feel like...
want to repay him. Oh, speaking of, he's the one who gave you that book, right? Can I see it?
Sure, I guess.
I gotta say, I've been curious. Thanks.
It's kind of weird, but I want to, like...
It's what you call a fantasy story, right? So it's a fantasy world made up by the author. The prince loved those kinds of stories.
Oh, it's just our world, and it's okay.
Traveler was a
Okay,
In this world, there is only one tribe. All people accept each other, and no soul is born into discrimination.
yeah, that's a lie. I don't know what this is supposed to mean necessarily, but boy, I think even if you're one of the... I think, intellectually speaking, even people who might be of a predilection to... I think everyone knows that this sentence doesn't really make any sense unless you're really off the far end.
Wow. So not even any fairies? I guess less differences means less to argue over. In such a world, there is no need for sorcery. A megapolis is built through learning and labor. Towers of glass that reach the heavens. Safe nights with no dark shadows. Busy streets well traveled. And in the laws of these emotionally satisfied people, it reads, all lives are equal. Whoa. I see. No magic, no tribal conflict, and equality for all? That does sound like a fantasy. But it's strange to feel envious of a fictional world. Hey, are you asleep already? You know how hard it is for me to turn these pages on my own? Well, guess I'll just read more later. Good night.
Yeah. I guess we'll save here and make this the first official save. Because really, it's the start of the game.
Shouldn't you be resting? I'm fine. In fact, I'm glad we have this chance to talk. I've been reading, and I hope that someday we can make our kingdom like the place in this book. You said it was some kind of fantasy novel, didn't you? Our lives are decided at birth, by tribal purity, or by the differences that make us who we are. I don't want that to be the world we live in. The Elder here are a perfect example. If you'd not sheltered me, I would never have survived. And yet, they burned your home down. It's tragic, and no one should have to suffer so. Someone needs to fix... You okay? Don't push yourself so hard. Reality is much too cruel. I know that. But I'll fight it. I'll fight to the end. I'm a prince. But I need to be a hero.
I don't know.
One worthy of the throne. A hero? One who can lead. A beacon who will pierce the darkness when all seems lost. My father taught me that. In his story, the kingdom was full of legendary heroes. So I can't give up. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. Not that I expect it will be easy. I believe in you. Familiar words. When I'm down, when I struggle, you're always there to help me through it. Let's do it. You'll be a hero. Trust me.
Dang, are you serious that the prince has been away since he was a goddamn kid?
I won't give up either. Trust me.
Until arrival at the northern border fort, one day remains.
Let's see.
Northern waterfront fort. You information about your surroundings in the world.
Let's see.
Hold on. This place here.
Hey, don't forget. Okay then.
Alright.
The carriage transporting the new recruits arrives at its destination. The northern border fort. The towering fortress was built during the Annex War in the mountains at the edge of the territory. Even now, soldiers are there for its strategic importance to the royal capital and to combat the rising waves of monsters. Fresh-faced soldiers disembark their coaches at the foot of a steep ascent to the fort, the first of many uphill battles.
Oh, finally. Can hardly feel my legs.
Listen well, you lackwits. The battlefield is no place to sit on your asses, and the border front is always a battlefield. The call to arms could sound at any time. Stand to, curs. You have the honor to serve at the command of Captain Klinger, war hero, tactician, master of arms. When I earned rank in the trenches, forged in the blood of my comrades.
Spare us this drivel. Say, friend, I'm curious. What is it about that book that's captivated you so?
I think I don't know. It's so difficult. Sure, it's that.
It's interesting. It tells the tale of a world with no Magla arts. A peaceful one.
A world with no Magla arts would be better, would it? I admit, I'm intrigued. So it's describing a better world. A utopia, perhaps. I'm something of a reader myself, but that's not like any book I've read. You know, when the
You're
King took the throne, he was quite the idealist himself. He made grand claims about unifying the people under his rule. Never managed to do it in the end.
Yes.
Reform takes more than high-minded, eloquent speeches. Maybe he was too blind to see that himself.
Listen to you. A babe with his first sword thinking he knows better than a king. Keep your mouth shut. No one cares what you think.
Nobody asked you.
It's in my.
Go on. I'm listening.
This is not like anything.
I apologize for him.
See? Take a cue from your friend in the lesser tribe. Well, Clemar, I'll let it go this time. But only because I like your friend. Next time, keep your complaining to yourself.
That's the last thing I need. Though I suppose I deserved it in part, speaking ill of the dead and all. My mouth tends to get ahead of my thoughts sometimes. Although, I'm glad a bad habit seems to have drawn us together. Oh, never got round to an introduction. I'm Stroll. Leon Stroll, son of the Count of Harlia. And you are?
That's my name.
I have that right? It's got a certain weight to it. For what it's worth, my title doesn't mean much. Here and now, we're peers and equals.
By the skin of my teeth! Now, where was I? Right, as for you, fresh meat.
Someone help!
Is that a soldier? Hey, speak to me, man. What happened?
Listen. Stay on guard.
All of your.
Not one of mine. Must be one of the fort's guard. Those damn vultures across the border. They must have heard about the king's death. Anyway, to the fort. Double time. I'll stay behind to see to the poor bastard's wounds.
You want us to go on ahead? Alone? Shouldn't we at least send a team back to ask for...
I know take you at the first step. You want to turn tail? Are you a traitor to the cause? The guard has no place for cowards. You are part of His Majesty's Royal Army. Swallow your fear. Fight with pride. And we'll all have medals this time.
Okay.
He's right. We're warriors. Up there is our first chance at glory and riches. Damned if I'm gonna waste it. Let's go.
Damn it. Well, I suppose this is what we signed up for. Onward, to the fort then.
Hey, I've got a bad feeling about this. It's hard to explain, but it's like there's a stench in the air, and it's getting stronger.
Hey, did something happen? Wait, is that a... fairy? Did you catch it yourself?
She's with me.
Yes, and I have a name, by the way. It's Gallica.
So you travel together? You've stayed well hidden for quite a while.
Well, I didn't want anyone making a fuss. But we've got bigger problems right now. I can't shake this feeling. We gotta be careful.
Agreed. I'll follow orders, but I'm not about to let this armchair general send me to my death. Let's take a moment, then head in once we're prepared. I assume you know how to use an igniter properly?
I'm not so sure. He's never used one before. I mean, he's a commoner, so not much chance to.
Fair enough. Well, just stay behind me and you'll be all right. I swear I won't let you die. I'm with you.
Yeah, you look like a Leon to me, but Strahl.
It's bad. I didn't think you'd actually have to fight anyone. I just hope our contact in the fort's okay. Let's keep our guard up and hope we find out. Okay?
Our mission. I know.
Actually,
I see.
Alright.
this is...
Jesus. That definitely looks like a SMT shadow.
There it is. That's a human.
Stand your ground! Charging! Pursue!
We have to help the survivors. Damn it.
How?
Hurry.
Find some survivors. Yeah, that's pretty grotesque. Like, I have to remember every time I see these massacres is that this is not my first time seeing them, but it's more important how the characters feel. That's just disgusting looking. The monsters are called humans.
What do you think? Got it? Take care of it, please.
Swap out and say allies. Press triangle anytime to do square attack to stun, so about advantage. Well, okay. They continuously attacking with whatever gauge appear next to eventually stunning them.
Things will be fine.
Let's give him a fight. He make the first move.
An enemy armor party member will form an advantageous initial attack. In addition, enemies remain stunned at the start of the battle. Swap outs, square attack with your equipped weapons or strength skills. Throwing an action will expand one turn icon seen at the top of the screen while turn icons are consumed once round begins. For so long, Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey held the title of most overwrought main common random battle music in this franchise, and only now does it have a contender for that title.
I won't hold back.
Let's just and return saying who's stunned. Yeah. Focus stress. Alright, that's fine.
that's all of. All right.
All right then.
Wait. Be careful.
Hey.
If you manage to attack him without being seen, the chance to tire break him instant stun.
We have the edge. This could be our chance.
Everyone, go!
Burn to us. They die hard.
Still here?
Recover from stun. Oh, well, that's fast. Man, okay.
The power of fire.
Let's keep this up. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Nice stat. Oh, distribute remaining points. Let's just go with boosting strength for now.
I think that's all of them.
Nice find. Looks like it could be useful.
Alright, so that's definitely different. Wow. I know that archetypes are gonna feel like personas later, but I wasn't expecting stat allocation like in the mainline games either.
Let's give him a fight.
Everyone, go!
Dang. Unscathed triumph. Oh. And we get bonuses for okay, that's pretty cool. Well, you deserve to die of racism then.
Run. No.
Yeah, no, that was your right. Yeah, that one. Oh, that's right. I keep having to forget I can dodge roll.
Damn it. Hey. Damn it.
That's what you get when racism isn't enough to save you, buddy.
Hold on. You.
Yeah, you know what? Let's just be honest.
What?
Was that?
Hurry.
Let's hurry.
Alright. Yeah, we'll hurry. Just give me a chance to attack this giant egg monster first.
Okay. This could be all we've got.
The power of not done yet.
A tough one.
Burn to us.
Don't waste that SP right now, buddy. Unscathed triumph.
Is that easy, eh?
I think that's all of them.
Alright, so it's pretty neat.
How's that? Let's give him a fight. We'll win this. I think I'm getting used to this.
Looks like it's not safe yet. Stay alert.
That is... Alright.
They chose the wrong opponent.
Come on! You're down. We have the edge. This is your time.
What? What in the heck?
Let's go. Burn! There's no way I'm stopping here. Okay. I'll strive for greater heights.
Looks like we're safe for now.
I couldn't even see what we attacked.
Okay. Let's give this all we've got. It's quick. A tough one. Burn to
Even easier than expected.
These fights get faster and faster every new game. Look at these combos we're chaining. Did you just see G? We're just... This is a fast fight.
That's true, but...
I'm heading out.
And save inside the dungeons.
What do you think? Yep.
Well, and we're gonna go inside or nothing will happen.
Damn. Such tremendous power.
It's horrible. Can't believe what I'm seeing.
We can't let it get away with this. We have to hold it off somehow. Damned humans. It was all because of them.
We'll just have to make it work.
Basements of survival. Alright. We try. Alright.
Let's go. Fire!
Nothing we can do is that.
You're mine.
Well, we're not doing any damage.
What's going on? It didn't even flinch.
Damn it all! I'm not going down like this.
Hello there, Diggs, by the way. Sorry I couldn't see you there earlier. Couldn't see you earlier. I was a bit busy, as you can tell.
How is it this strong? I'll distract it. You two run!
But...
Above all else, I am a noble, and a noble defends his people, no matter the cost.
You're a good noble, then.
If you would repay me, then live. Don't be a fool. Just run before it.
Oh, fate-saddled child. Oh, anguished traveler. Thy fate is crown-twined, thy soul bound for the throne. The future yet unknown dawns in this moment.
Harsh type.
Thy path may fork, but only one may be chosen. Confront the threat before thee, or die here in obscurity. Now choose.
I choose.
So be it. Heroism lies in the soul that stands firm against its fears. Power awaits thy command. The time is come to awaken the hero within. Engrave thy very heart.
Okay, yeah, I heard about the heart pulling. Ooh, a persona with a cape.
Going on? Anyway, we've got to find a way to fight back.
Wind.
All right, that did the trick.
Oh, so igniters have nothing to do with archetypes.
Are you okay? If we don't push back, we're dead. Can't we fend off those attacks somehow?
Certain enemies weak, certain enemies weak. Hitting an opponent weakness or critical hit is only decrease the turn icon by half, which is where the press turns come from.
We can target those.
And now it's Seeker, huh?
Scour.
That's it. Stay on.
Let's stay calm. Wind.
Okay, so your persona's starting out with this Winds, which I have to admit has never happened before with any of the modern Persona characters. P3 start with Fire, P4 start with Lightning, and P5 start with Darkness, which was a huge toss-up.
Scour. You hit their weakness. Come forth, royal soul. All right, how's that?
Wait, what? It's healing? It's eating its own fruit to heal? We can't kill it fast enough. It's just gonna fix itself up no matter what we do.
That's disgusting, but it's also on brand.
I believe it's eating from its own body. Can you knock those out?
Wind.
Oh, you know what? I should have hit the weakness first, then gone for a normal attack.
Vitus power. Scour.
No. Alright. Alright.
Not like they could get you with that. If we don't take out those apple things, you know, maybe there's something I can do. Hey, can you let me handle this?
Yeah, sure.
Leave it to me.
Didn't know this was gonna make a comeback.
Now it can't heal itself anymore. Don't waste your chance. Get in there.
Seeker. Better be sure.
Alright. is this? I shouldn't, I don't think I really need to heal, but resisting everything it does because of my archetype's weakness. Yeah, no, it's even Persona 3 Reload wasn't this fast. Maybe that's just the way the user interface works, I don't know. Oh no, you have fruit covering your crotch, I just realized. That's disgusting.
Not bad. I feel stronger.
Yeah, sure.
True power is born of the heart. A wish from which thy strength is drawn.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
Yet fear and anxiety always trail in such a wish's wake.
Oh,
Since time immemorial, those we call
I beat the...
earned the title through this order. They pursued their wishes and boldly walked a path of virtue. What thou hast awakened is the true spirit of a hero. The power that lies dormant in all of us. The power to reforge the fear of the unknown into curiosity. If thou wouldst change the world by thine own hand, take this newfound power and venture forth. Thy journey shalt reveal thy soul's mission.
What was that voice? And you! What was that power you used? You had a metal heart, and your whole body was... It was crazy! Look, that Stroll guy is still alive!
I'll be damned. Someone actually survived.
That voice... Grius! Oh, thank goodness.
Allies United. Traverse and Northern Border Front. Okay.
He's our man on the inside. The one I'm delivering the message to.
He's badly hurt. You, boy, lend me your shoulder. We'll need to carry him. The smell of blood will draw out the beasts. Let's not hang about.
So all things considered, this took about an hour.
But he'll live. We should be fine if we take a moment's rest here.
Oh, you're a sight for sore eyes, Grius. Just wish it were under better circumstances.
We're both alive, and you can't ask for much better in these parts. Sorry I couldn't join you in the fray. So, this is our newcomer, eh? How'd this boy manage to command power like that?
It's like nothing I've ever seen. Do you know anything about it?
I might. For now, the mission comes first.
Ah, right. I'd better just get straight to the message. Grius, you have a new mission. Avenge the king. And kill Luis Guillaburn.
Well, good. It's about damn time. Those scheming nobles haven't said so publicly, but every soldier knows it was nothing natural that killed the king. Damn that Luis. Couldn't stop at one royal, could he?
Wait, there's more. The prince is getting worse. We're running out of time. Here, look. I brought a treasure from the village. They called it a farsight mirror. You need to see the prince's condition for yourself.
His Highness won't last much longer. Those thorns are thick enough to claim him.
Luis cast the curse, so killing him is the only way to lift it. If we wait any longer, they're just gonna crown a new king.
Who's Luis?
Is that a real question? About 15 years ago, a child enlisted in the army. But it wasn't his age that had people talking. It was his ruthless military genius. Hero to some, monster to others. Luis Gearburn, a prodigal tactician and a master of magla arts.
Is he?
Some said it was only a matter of time before he made general. The youngest the nations had.
Until he attacked the prince.
That night, when the prince's quarters were breached, it was no ordinary mage who cast that fatal curse. It was Luis Gearburn himself.
Oh, so they all know.
It wasn't enough for him. Now he's got the father's blood on his hands. And if that king-slaying fiend ends up on the throne, we're all doomed.
But when we were exploring the royal capital, there were a lot more Luis supporters than I expected.
Insane camaraderie.
Luis is cunning.
It's ridiculous.
Accuse him as you will, the allegations wouldn't stick. All they could do was send him as far away as possible. A post in the middle of nowhere. Plenty of soldiers never believed the charges in the first place. When they look at him, they see a capable veteran unjustly made into the noble scapegoat. Most think the Royal Army was at its best when he was in charge. And in truth, it's hard to deny. Without him, we'd never have crushed the rebel uprising so quickly. Damn the man. But he's earned his titles. He's mastered the blade, magic, and he's clearly intelligent. To the masses who want change, he seems the savior they need.
If even you're that worried about him, this isn't going to be easy.
I have time.
That's a hell of a mission. And I want in.
So that's your game, eh? Pretend to sleep, eavesdrop on the plan. You're a fool to give yourself away.
If you want my blood, then let your blade strike true. I'm not going to run. Not from you, and not from a chance to do what's right.
Look, Grius, he saved our lives back there. And it sounds like we could use the help. Seems like kind of a waste to kill him. Especially if he's volunteering.
Then answer me this. The boy's all but a stranger to you, yet you risk your life to save him. Why?
I would live, fight, and die a noble, sir. To have done otherwise would betray my title, to say nothing of my heart.
I'm losing my edge. Make me regret this, and I will slay you where you stand.
You'll let him help us?
Right then. My life and sword are yours.
As far as the rest of the world's concerned, you perished in that castle. You'll find the job ahead will be easier for a dead man. Your lives are kept only by the blades in your hands, and you'll raise them at my command.
We have to.
Save the prince who's cursed to beat Luis Gearburn. Deadline unknown. What? This is the main plot, so what else is... I guess the side content has a higher rank than it.
Luis will also be at the royal funeral. If we're not back to the capital by then, we lose our chance at his head. But no main roads. That'll mean checkpoints and questions. We're bound for a different route. We'll cut through the abandoned mine up ahead to save us.
I love Bruce. Luck is for me.
We'll leave at first light. I'm counting on you.
Feels like the mission is finally starting. Let's set up our camp then.
Oh, are you a party member?
Now, we should finally be able to get some rest. This your first deployment, boy? Thank your lucky stars you survived a brush with a human.
What the hell was that?
Baron Rorog warrior, resistance member. Can't open her. Alright. Alright. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Okay, so the power archetypes.
It was like no beast I've ever seen.
No one truly knows. They're protected by Magla, so even the sharpest steel does little good against them. No simple quest. All we do know is with every passing year, more of their kind tear travelers apart. That was why I was first sent undercover here, investigating.
And? Did you learn anything?
Simmer down, boy. There wasn't a damn thing to be found in those monsters. Well, the moon's still low. If you've any other questions, now's the time.
I can't think of anything.
Come on, there's gotta be something. Whatever's on your mind.
Kingslayer or no, Luis has a lot of public favor behind him. To the people, he's the only man with the wit and war power to bring down humans. The military seems powerless to stop them, so he plays savior. The man's practically a monster himself. By your age, he was not only a master tactician, but damn near an archmage besides.
Yeah, holy crap.
3 of us alone are supposed to stop him.
We'll just have to blend in with the crowd at the funeral. I won't abide him surviving the ceremony.
It's about him. Character there. Character there. You misunderstand. They're political.
Indeed.
I see.
All right.
Well,
Yeah, let's get some rest. The power archetypes, baby.
can't sleep? Guess I'm not surprised after what we just went through. Still, you've got to keep yourself rested to be at your best.
I'm not all that tired.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I wanted to tell you, though. When the human attacked, I heard a strange voice. It told me my duty would be to guide you. What do you think it meant? I mean, I haven't exactly been much of a guide so far. All I told you was that we had to deliver our message, and that almost got you killed. I never expected it would be this dangerous, and it feels kind of like it's my fault.
It's not your fault.
You say that, but look, I can't fight with you. But as long as you're up against all this scary stuff, I'll try to help however I can. You've got something special, you know. I don't know what it is just yet, but I believe in you.
Most people answer up there.
You know what insomnia is good for? Catching up on reading. If only our lives were anything like the world in your novel.
It's just a bear.
We're here, with Magla arts fueling the flames, but it's a nice fantasy. Enjoy it while you can. Good night.
Well, hello. Nice to meet you. I've been waiting. now you've acquired a most interesting power.
Greg Chun?
You truly are an intriguing one. Fascinating. In the moments where your heart is most gripped by the book, I can reach out to you. My name is Moore, and I am the humble author of the novel you've been reading. You stand now in my study. Quite something, isn't it? A hall of wisdom, purpose-built for the research of certain powers. I call it academia. Alas, it's as much a prison as it is a library. His most merciful majesty saw fit to lock me in this place. It has me a bit addled, honestly. I no longer remember where in the kingdom my study actually lies.
Wow, that's depressing.
My voice would reach beyond these walls.
It's depressing.
Here you appeared. And now, by whatever strange forces are afoot, I can speak directly to your mind. So, what would you say to an alliance?
This is way over my head.
Understandable. But suffice it to say, I'm sure it will prove beneficial to you. There must be more you wish to know. For instance, the nature of this fascinating power you've awakened to. I believe you have found a way to wield true magic.
Alright.
You need no petty conduit of mortal make. You can even change your appearance using the raw magna.
I'm not sure.
It is above all a mystic, long-hidden art. Now the stuff of legend.
Give her.
I have come to call archetypes.
Archetypes?
A spirit of heroic virtue. A transformative power that manifests only in those who embody the heroes and kings of old in some core aspect. Heroes of antiquity are often depicted as near mythic figures, with forms transcending the mortal. These accounts are no mere allegory, but truth. However, none of my records describe anyone wielding such power as freely as you. Perhaps you are meant for not just proficiency, but mastery. In their truest form, archetypes represent the power of a true hero. One who can drive away calamity and evil in this world, no matter its form. Indulge me this request, and I believe my dream may yet be possible. Together, we can restore the kingdom's ideals. I shall gladly provide you knowledge and assistance to master your newfound power. So what say you? Will you take my hand in friendship?
What a remix on Igor.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be, like, hesitant about this, though.
The scholar in search of utopia, more. Within him dwells the virtue of the seeker. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet.
Oh, is he a social link? In what?
Now let's see what manner of story you'll weave.
Oh, okay. Followers. Do this work requires as allies. Then allow various abilities that change shape your journey. Alright.
We'll meet again, I'm sure.
Shake on it, gain the follower.
Joined path, and the thrills that yet lie ahead. The royal funeral draws ever closer. 5 days remain.
Already then? From here on, we travel in secret. If we're to get back into the capital, we'll have to do it undetected. So we'll cut through the forest, find the abandoned mine shaft in the mountain. And
Yeah, I already saw it.
the other side.
That way they'll never see us coming, huh?
Lad, you'll be our vanguard. It'll be a trial by fire, but the sooner you get used to that power, the better.
Speaking of, you were talking like you know something about it.
Not much. Just what I've picked up from missions in the early days. I've only heard it's a power found in those who walk a righteous path. Sounded like superstition to me, but everything's always clearer on the battlefield. Once I saw it in action, I could tell it was no fable. Never thought it'd come back to haunt me. Despite all my training and research, I never managed to master it myself.
Huh. It really is something special, then.
Don't forget, one wrong move and I'll cut you down.
I'm aware.
I'm watching you.
Yes, I get it. Just trust me, all right?
Right. Let's check the map. This'll all be for nothing if we get lost.
This place.
They call them Nord Mines. They're doing what place near the capital.
That being the case.
This was just the Grand Trad.
All right.
What's that Grand Trad? All right.
Let's see. Let's see.
All right.
Got it.
Hold on.
Here's where we are now. Let's see. Here's where we are now. Let's see.
Got it.
This place here.
Don't let your guard down.
Let's
stop. Stop. Stop.
Okay.
Don't let your guard down.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so we can't just fast travel from one location to the other.
Located northwest of Grand Trad, it is resource-rich with magla crystals. Its proximity to the capital simplified crystal excavation, but the Sanctus Church's sudden proclamation of closure stopped work in its tracks. Exiting the forest, the party continues along the wooded road leading to the derelict mine.
What's the matter, Stroll?
No. Don't let your guard down.
look at that.
Corvo. I can add the addition to our list. Problems. High and way out. Alright.
Let's go.
Pushing forward.
Guess we're gonna play for a little bit longer. We'll probably Wild Dogs. Aqua Dogs.
Got it.
That's straight, very smooth. L to the face and his strength either counter. Color. Low blue, Single yellow, higher red. Fine. Level to the point you think of power, you can simply approach the image if the color changed. Before tap the field, a weaker enemy will lock force to a squat bow. Alright. If you press L1 with a cursor over an enemy, you will lock the enemy. They will always be you use distance.
Right there.
They look pretty
Forward.
good.
All right.
Let's mop
How's
this up
that?
quick.
I see the enemy.
Yeah, nice work.
Push through.
Amazing. Great moves back there.
Oh, that's even cooler than normal auto battle. You can just attack them, and that's just nice up. Yeah, it's not auto battle. You just fight. Like you just melee. Squad battle entering the field. Use triangle to initiate squad battle and vacation. Right. Alright. This is definitely a change. That's pretty interesting.
That being the case,
Enemies up ahead.
Oh, damn. Okay. Attack in the dungeon, forced to a squad battle. Alright.
Vitus power. Wind. It's still up.
Take this.
We did it.
Hopefully that's the last of them for a while.
Come on. This is our chance. Forward.
Oh, yo, I clipped you when you came down. That's sick.
I won't hold back. Scour. The next one will fall just as easy. There they are. Come on.
very impressive.
Oh, that's just fun, man. This is the
Right there. Time for some close. We can't get sloppy.
We're here to stop you. I'll be getting a head start, thanks.
what? Oh, damn.
Hey, what was that, Rias?
Oh no.
Royal soul.
Last one. They're down. I knew you had this.
Okay, press turns.
Rias, your attack power's down.
Finish the job.
Let's catch our breath.
Whew. That should do it.
Alright. But you don't need that. I'm just playing normal difficulty.
There they are.
What is it?
What are you talking about, man?
Right.
A place. Europe help.
Pardon?
Alright. Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's nice.
I see the enemy.
Here we go. The first move's ours.
Take this.
Wind. Two remaining.
Down. You got nothing to worry about.
Arunda.
Take this.
Press turn, baby. Press that.
Down. Victory well out.
Welcome.
Now then. Right there.
Forward.
Okay.
Give us all we've got.
Everyone, go!
Take this. Held back too much.
Seeker. Wind. Stay sharp.
They're down. I knew you have.
They chose the wrong opponent. I think we're in the clear.
There they are.
Push through. Nice find. Looks like it could be useful.
It's such a fun way to do it.
Right there.
Let's give him a fight.
Stay calm.
Take this.
Yeah. So.
I won't hold back. Scour.
Yeah, I got.
Two left.
They're down. I knew you have this.
And stop.
Even easier than expected.
Not bad.
Hey, my arc set right there.
Come on. We have the edge.
Take this.
A tough one.
You hate to see it.
Oh man. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it.
I see the enemy.
Great job.
Dude. Dude, that feels nice.
This is our chance. Forward. Quick.
Dude.
Tougher than I thought.
Oh, you've done it.
Badly wounded. Can anyone heal
Take
him?
this. Can't linger here. Let's move.
I think we got them all. We'll be safe for a while.
Hold on.
Got a moment?
Oh no. We're in peril.
We must do this.
I've never fought soldiers before, but I won't waver.
You're gonna start killing people.
Scour. What is that?
Never seen anything like it.
That's not an igniter.
Stroll can't take any more. Someone heal him.
Yeah. Uh oh. Okay. Luckily, they're focusing on me. Guard increase damage.
What's that? I think something's coming.
Freezing.
Watch out!
Take this.
Stroll can't take any more.
Tougher than I thought.
Someone heal him.
Damn you.
Your first will put the damage party members. Those in the front row will deal more damage with main attacks. Those back will do less, will take less damage from enemies. Do I change duration by pressing the keys aside the top with the up and down move partners between rows.
This should work.
My thanks.
Go on, finish the job.
It's our turn now. Hold still. Coming at us.
Alright, front row and back row stuff.
Vitus power. Wind.
Take this.
Get ready. Sight.
What's that? I think something's coming! Watch out!
To the rear guard.
Let's do this. Here they come.
Forward! I'll get some distance. Charging in.
Oh, you can just keep doing that.
To the rear guard. Time for some close falling back. Forward! Seeker!
Take this. Still standing.
Use your eyes.
Gotta aim better than that!
Sight.
Deserters. No. Okay. Least your worries. These fights are... Alright. Mount Galaxy, World Degree, Miners.
What is it?
We're just passing through.
These come highly recommended.
Now then. Now then.
Well, I wish I could say I was live streaming for an even 2 hours, but I wasn't. Because that's always feels really awkward to leave out. But this is a good place to stop for our first episode. We got to the prologue section very fast for an Atlas IP. So thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you all next time. Take care.